got my nigga leaning, now he swerving. Hit the plug, free up for another.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Dwayne Haskins and the home team taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. The second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field. His 5th year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was 2nd in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. leading them out. Their second-year quarterback from Ohio State at 23 years of age. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a one-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Washington.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, and on the stop there.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A big play forthcoming. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
I'm a bank holder.
And it's good to make it 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Trying to improvise. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the 1st round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
This to Jarwin, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Visitors 3.
So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Steven Sims now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Sims to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Marcus Lawrence on the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11. Operating from the gun. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax, you know. We talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll try the jet sweep here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. So let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's McKissick. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Haskins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run for it with Peterson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They try again with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The Cowboy ball carrier. He was taken down by Reuben Foster. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Chopped cheese or a bacon, egg, and cheese. Don't say PC, bro. PC, bro. No, nigga. Don't say none of that to me, nigga. Let me eat my food in
Now
peace.
after the turnover, here's Haskins.
Come with a Gatorade.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air. I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Haskins. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They fucking up the trap, riding on the game, listening to my rap. Wind him up, I put a pistol to his back. Fuck a job, cause I'm sticking to the trap. Fuck a bitch, cause I stick to the code. Don't give a fuck about the shit that you sold.
with 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. 1:51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On 1st and 10, Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there. 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Attitude is always fuck you niggas payment. Attitude is always fuck you niggas payment. Attitude is always fuck you niggas payment. Ready for anyone who try to play me. Ready for anyone who try to play me. Ready for anyone who try to play me. Boy, I've been ready, been don't do not play me.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. 10.
You calling me names, don't know who that's who you. You call me these things, but these names are not true. You can't call me 9 to 5, hit it from behind, hit it from the side, bring it back, rewind. You gon' catch yours. I'm pouring that liquor. I'm pouring that liquor. All over her body. Keep pouring that liquor. Keep pouring that liquor. All over her body. She pouring that liquor. She pouring that liquor. All over her body. Keep pouring that liquor. Keep pouring that liquor. All over her body. Goddamn.
The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.